Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Pusher at the Comics Club, tapping Brandon's favorite comic gaming store and DVD store again. We just acquired a collection, and I think some of you know that we were going to be acquiring a collection. You know, every time we buy a collection, we've bought dozens and dozens of collections over the years. Some of them big, some of them small. This one was huge. It's not the most expensive one we ever bought, but it was certainly the largest in number of books. So we probably just added another 18,000 comic books to our inventory. But this wasn't all the things that this person had in their collection. And he was a customer of ours a long time ago, quite a few years back before the pandemic, but he passed away. And, you know, he was a huge comic book fan. His name was Noah. Hi, Charles. His name was Noah, and he was a real nice guy. He had a lot of physical challenges and health problems, but real sweetheart, and his mom is too. And he actually passed away at MegaCon in Orlando in 2008. So, you know, it's kind of it's a shame he died young. But if you're going to be a comic book fan, dying at a comic book convention is that's the way to go, man. So, Noah, we miss you as a customer, and I'm glad that your mother came to us about your collection. We helped her, she helped us, and everything worked out well. It was a very big challenge. It was I won't go into the details right now. One of these days I might do a video about it. However, the other thing that he had in his collection, I'll try to get through. We have a huge stack of comic books today, by the way, before I digress, but we have a stack of comic books that is a solid 13 inches today. The second of 5 new comic book days. I'm so thrilled about that. Thank you. Yes, rest in peace, Noah. He died a few years back at doing what he loved the most, going through comic books at a convention. So that's kind of cool. But the other thing we acquired in his collection was a whole bunch of Batman toys. We used to actually carry these Ingle Moss Batman Batmobiles and vehicles of all kinds. So he had, you know, the Bat car, the Batmobile, the Batboat, the Bat motorcycle, and the others. Some villains had some vehicles too, and so did his sidekicks. Batgirl, she had a really cool motorcycle. I'm going to show you some of these. We got them in. We have them on display at the store. And also they came with these Batman Automobilia books that told all about that vehicle, all of its attributes, photos of the actual live ones when there was one to show, and the schematics for it and everything, and how it works. The comic books that the time era about comic books that was in 1966 for this one. And we only have one of each of these. So if there's any of these that you're interested, if you're local and you're interested, please do come in and have a look at them. But I want to show you right now. I'm going to feature them right now. So check these out. These are really, really cool. Here we go. I think is that the biggest I can make it? I think it is. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger for you. There we go. All right. Now check that out. I'm just going to run through these because we have a lot to look at. Look at that jalopy. These come in a protective package, and you can take them out of that, and then there's a display case that's inside the packaging. So they're protected. Most of them are in perfect shape. There's a couple that have a couple little flaws to them, but nothing big. But only one of each. Only one of each of them. So if there's any of these that you find interesting, or you just, I got to have that Batboat, you know, or the Batman and Robin vehicle, or the Dark Knight, or this crazy thing from Detective Comics. Look at that one. That, of course, the classic one. I'm very tempted to keep this one for myself. So if nobody comes in today and claims this, I just might have to have it because it is just so cool. So there's that. There's that. Look at this. Batgirl and her Batcycle. What a cool. That is the cutest motorcycle ever right there, right? How cool is that? So there you go. Those are those Batmobiles that we acquired from the Noah collection. And Noah, thank you so much for keeping your stuff in such great shape and well organized, and it's a great collection to have acquired, and we're very proud to own it. And glad your mom is happy and doing well. So there's those if you're interested. Also, we have this nifty Marvel box, Age of Revelation. That's what's going on right now. It's same age on both sides. Sometimes they go cheap. Alrighty, so don't forget, mark your calendars. Halloween ComicFest at the Comics Club. Our celebration is on the 25th. We have door prizes for the first 25 customers. We have grab bags. We have grab bags for the first 25 customers and door prizes for the first 2 hours. We have 2 costume contests at 3 o'clock, or no, 2:15. 2:15, somewhere in there. Anyway, the middle of the afternoon, 12 and under and teen and up, first and second and third place prizes. We also have our super prize, that we give away on Halloween Comic Fest, over $400 worth of stuff to one lucky person. Tickets are available right now. You can get yours, one per person per day. You must be present to win that prize. So be sure to come in and get your tickets. Let's see here. We also, the Batmobiles, we also have some cool trades that have come in. Where are we at here? So, Tron download trade paperback is in the house. So is Bug Wars. This got real popular a little bit after it hit our shelves. All of a sudden, we had a whole bunch of people coming in asking for it. It's a cool story. It's kind of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but this entire civilization and battle going on in the backyard, I think, or the front yard of this kid's house. Blackest Night saga. We've had some interest lately in the Blackest Night and the Green Lanterns in general, because of the movie. Magic Order by Mark Millar. Also, Eddie Brock is Carnage, and that's his first story arc there. We have Star Wars Legacy of Vader collected, issues 1 through 6. Hyde Street, first arc there, 1 through 7. We also got in the latest issue of the new launch of Eerie Magazine. We're up to issue number 4 of that. And Heavy Metal Magazine is back, and this is issue number 3 of Heavy Metal. A few different ones to choose from. This one's awesome. Look at that. Look at that artwork. Just love it. Man, I wish I had that talent. Okay, so we have some great variants and some gimmicky stuff this week. Of course, everybody likes a gimmick. At least I do. But first, let's look at the variants we have. And in a little while, we'll look at Marvel and DC and this huge stack, a 13-inch stack of comics we got here. And Mr. Happy will jump in later on and give us our secret word. Don't let me forget to give it to you. Dark Stalkers and Street Fighters, Dark Love, number 1, so 1 in 5. Variant cover. Transformers, number 25 of the new run. This is 1 in 10. G.I. Joe, a real American hero, number 321, so 1 in 10. Conan the Barbarian, also number 25. A lot of 25s hitting right now. This is the line art, and this is 1 in 5, and this is the color version. Gun Honey Exposed, number 3. That's incredible art by Lim. Virgin cover. Gun Honey Exposed, number 3. This is line art for a different artist. I don't know off the top of my head who that is, but Something is Killing the Children. Monster walked into a bar, number 1. This was originally serialized in Hello Darkness, and now it's collected into a single book. This is a 1 in 25. Look at that beautiful artwork. I mean, I'm loving that. This is a 1 in 20. By Frizen. It's like our girl there knocking back some shots. And I don't know if the knife is there to threaten the bartender or what. Or he's finally talked her off the cliff. This is a 1 in 10. And Harley Quinn and Elvira are joining up for miniseries. This is a foil version. These foils are $10 each. I have them behind the counters. The foils are so easily damaged, so I put them in the bag of board, put them behind the counter. It was actually, you could buy all you want, but I don't want them to get damaged out there. Here's another one. It's a 1 in 20 virgin. Here's a 1 in 5 of that with the dressing, the logos and everything. This is a 1 in 10. It's not foil, in case you need one of those. Here's Mark Spears. This is the pink background. There's another one that he has with, let's see here. That is, I thought we had another one here of Spears. Yeah, here it is with a purple background. It's a virgin one. That's a 1 in 15. If you're a Harley or Elvira or a Mark Spears fan, this is the one for you. All right. What else we got here? Oh, there was this cool one. Caldwell is the artist. That's a 1 in 10. So the big event that just is happening is DC KO. But there's also another big event happening with DC, and that is the first appearance of Catwoman in the Absolute world. And this is Absolute Batman number 13, 1 in 25. She's a very stealthy character. She has stealth technology. I think that's what the helmet's all about. I'm not certain. I haven't read it yet. But this is a 1 in 25. And you'll notice this is a 1 in 50. The 1 in 25 and the 1 in 50 are nearly identical. But there's a reason for that. One of them's showing her, fully visible. The other one's showing her in her stealth mode. So that's pretty interesting. And I was telling you, DC KO number 1. This is a new series where basically the heroes and others and villains and others are battling it out. They're battling it out to see who's going to be able to basically become the person who gets to decide how a universe unfolds. We don't know who's going to be the winner. It's just started, but it's pretty crazy. A lot of people are immediately thinking, oh, Superman's going to win. But this isn't just about strength. This is also other things. My money's on Plastic Man. So we'll see. Amazing Spider-Man Torn number 1, so 1 in 25. No, that wasn't a special effect of the comic book. That's just my crazy lighting in here that does funny things sometimes. And this is the one that a lot of people have been waiting for. Punisher number 1, the new series, 1 in 25 cover. How beautiful is that? All right. That took a little time. So let's jump into our huge stack. We'll do the indies. It's got the biggest stack by far, these indies here. And it's just a mighty stack. I mean, it's a mighty stack. I love a big week for comic books. This one's huge. This one is bigger than we've had in quite a while by quite a bit. And we're going to lead off here with Stitch number 2 from the new series. First saw Stitch in comic books and Lilo and Stitch, and now he's got his own book, just that popular Stitch, And there's Stitch number 2 of his own first time ever series. Last More Standing. This is Rick and Morty versus the Universe. Last More Standing, number 1. Powerpuff Girls and Thundercats decided to get together. And there they are. Together for the first time. Together again for the first time. Captain Planet and the Planeteers number 6. With that nice Jay Lee cover there. Looks like it should be a connecting cover. It might be. I'm not certain. Kind of those connecting covers are all over the place and they kind of jump out at you. Contest of Champions. Yeah, they've done similar things like this before where they've had battles and they battled it down into one. This isn't something new. There's almost nothing new under the sun. They always come up with some sort of new gimmick. Like recently, they came up with the putting a sound chip in there. I guess they finally got a clue from Hallmark cards and put the sound chips in the comic books, which they were fun. I love gimmicks. So, yeah, sounds like Contest of Champions. We'll see who gets the vibe to become the person who decides the fate of a universe. They become a godlike character at that point. Who could it be? Who could be trusted with that much power? Who could? It has to be someone who can see all sides of things and who has some flexibility, like Plastic Man. Unchosen up to issue number 4. Viking Moon. Now, I almost didn't buy Viking Moon because we can only do so much. And there's so many comics out there. But someone pointed it out. And after I took a second look, it's like, you know what? This looks pretty awesome. So here we have Viking Moon number 1. And it was what? 5-part series. Super creepy. This next one is super creepy. And it's even called Super Creepy. Super Creepy number 1. Oh, it's a homage to The Dark Knight Returns. Haven't seen many of those. That's a good one, though. Power Fantasy, issue number 12. And cul-de-sac. This is not a place you'd want to live, not in this cul-de-sac. No way. What a cool piece of art. Loving this artwork that they got on there. That artist is amazing. Transformers. Are you a Transformer fan? Well, it's up to issue number 25, a brand new story arc. And from what I understand, I think it's Kirkman himself who is going to be writing it. And this one escaped me earlier. This is actually a rare variant. It's a 1 in 25, I think. I'm going to have to go look at it, but have to check that one out. There's this one. Oh my goodness. Look at all the different ones for this new arc. Here we go. Transformers. Number 25. Look at this one. It has this die-cut mask that, I don't know, is it the size of my face? So almost. about fit. But there you go. And it's all foil. They do a matted foil, which I think it's really cool. This one's die cut too, die cut and looks like melting metal, and that's also got that matte finish foil, which is nice because you know what, it doesn't leave fingerprints so easy. I like that. All right, there's that. And if you didn't like any of those, well, draw your own or have a professional do it, or just go get signatures all over this. That'll be fun too. Well, this was interesting. This is a Bloodshot number 2 from the Valiant Beyond universe. This cover art is awesome. Is that Fabry? Is that who that is? Is that Fabry? I think it is. And anyway, Creeping Below is up to issue number 4, and it's got several different covers. Creeping Below. That is just bizarre. Yeah, I got those two. One was a regular, one's a virgin. Creepy covers on that Creepy Below. Okay, we got to move faster, guys, because I'm still only in the indies. Netflix, Stranger Things on Netflix. It has a comic book, Tales from Hawkins 2. This is issue 4 of the 4-part series finale, and you get this little piece of art on the back. Event Horizon Dark Descent is up to issue number 2. Hey, doll. And we have Godzilla. Which Godzilla is this? We're up to issue number 3 of this Godzilla. It's how do you pronounce that? Kai something or other? Godzilla number 3. I can't pronounce the word. I don't know if you remember the blue book, and now we have the red book. It's all about aliens visiting Earth, taking over, murdering people. Nemesis Forever, up to issue number 2. And I told you, something's killing the children. A monster hunter walks into a bar. It's originally collected in serial form in the Hello Darkness series. I love that cover. And the version of that. It's the unlimited variant. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories is up to issue number 2. You get a Starfield and a Planetscape there. Star Trek Lower Decks, issue number 12. It's interesting. This thing has come and gone in popularity, goes up and down. We sell out. We get stuck with a couple. We sell out more. Just never know how many of those to buy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 2. It's their journeys. This one's talking about older stories, previous stories. Oh no, it's a Nightwing story. Issue number 2 of that. Harley Quinn, I told you Harley Quinn and Elvira got together and decided to have an adventure, and here it is. Issue number 1. Who knows what kind of madness might unleash. Hey, Linsner. Thanks for doing one there. Michael Linsner. Okay, Heat Seeker Exposed. You saw the variants of that earlier. Some really great artwork. There it is. Heat Seeker Exposed. It's a Gun Honey series. That's how they bill it. You saw the version of this one earlier. Little Nightmares Descent to Nowhere. Apparently this is based on a video game that has a new launch, a new expansion to it, a new series coming out. This is Little Nightmares Descent to Nowhere, issue number 1. It's a strange, nightmarish world. Very spooky. And that's the back cover. You keep notes back there. High Strangeness is up to book 1, 1967. That's all we know. I got a feeling it's going to be some sort of noir kind of detective story with some supernatural twist. High Strangeness hitting the stands today, and here's another cover for it. And another cover for it. So they felt pretty confident in all these covers for this story. It's a big, thick book. I really like the feel of it. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to have to check it out. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, is up to 321, if you can believe it. Look at that. Here's a black and white one for you. Or maybe you prefer color more. There you go. Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. You know, people fall in love in all kinds of places. There's that one. Oh, but that's issue number 10, by the way. Free Planet, issue number 6. The price of freedom is blood, either theirs or ours. That's what it says. Astrobots. Do you like Astrobots? I didn't know really much about Astrobots, but I kind of like the art. Number 1, Astrobots. Wow, that's a big unruly stack there. Ancestral Recall. This wonderful cover, and you get the version of it on the back. This is from Ahoy Comics, and that's issue number 3. Conan the Barbarian is up to issue number 25. Like I said, we've been getting a few 25s showing up. Issue number 25's there and here. Look at it, going up against a giant bat. That's wild. And Street Fighter Darkstalkers joined together. Darkstalkers X Street Fighters crossover number 1. There you have those. Let's jump into DC. We'll save Marvel for last. All right. Superman: The Kryptonite Spectrum, where Superman keeps getting affected by different kinds of kryptonite, and it does all kinds of bizarre things to him. Who knows what's next? He was giant size there for a while on one of them. What's going on? It says, I'm living the dream and dreaming the life. This is Supergirl up to issue number 6. You know, she's getting her own movie coming out next year, 2026. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Look at that art germ cover. How cool is that with Crypto? He'll be on the adventure with her. And you know what? Despite what people are saying, Supergirl's not a drunk. She really isn't. It's just this one thing she does. Oh, speaking of that, look at that great cover. And it's, look who it is. Night Flame. Did we see Night Flame a long time ago? Wasn't that some sort of Bottle City of Candor story, I believe? Green Lantern Corps. Issue number 9. Look at that. You can get your own cutout dolls. A lot of lanterns on that cover. Then a lot of them on that cover too. Wow, look at all those lanterns. Okay, now DC Knockout is their big, huge event, and there's so much to show on them. But I'm going to save it for last. So we're going to put that at the bottom of the stack. And this one I'm going to save for next to last. So let's jump into Aquaman. We got a couple different covers for Aquaman. Issue number 10. This is going to be hard to see, but it's Batman Gotham by Gaslight. There's several different covers for that. There's one of them that is really hard to make out what's going on in the cover because there's so much going on. But when you see it up close, it's really cool. It really is amazing artwork. So Batman Dark Patterns has been a huge hit. It was a slow start, but people are loving this book because it's Batman being a detective. So Batman Dark Patterns is one that, if you missed the earlier ones, they've already jumped up in value. So if you haven't jumped on yet, we will whenever it comes out. We're going to have that trade paperback in here because I know people are going to want it. And this, by the way, this is Batman and Robin number 26. Batman Long Halloween is up to, this is the last Halloween, Batman Long Halloween, last Halloween. And we're up to, what issue we're up to here? Number 9 of 10, just got one more after this. On the back cover, Action Comics has several different covers for you. Okay, Absolute Batman, issue number 13, features the introduction of the Absolute Catwoman. And there's Jenny Frizen's take on her. It's wonderful foil edition. There's also a blank one, if you please. So some great stuff hitting the stands today. This Aquaman escaped the others here. There's also this Aquaman. Somehow we got out of order there. So DC Knockout. They're battling each other. Whoever finally is the one left standing gets to decide the fate of the universe. That's what it's all about? That's what I understand it to be. So this one has Darkseid, okay? A couple of them feature Darkseid. We also have this wonderful Jay Lee cover. Look at that. He's having a hard time with Superman's strength there. I guess our Wonder Woman and Power Girl combatants in this, because it's good guys against good guys and good guys against bad guys and bad guys against bad guys. From what I understand, this is just this crazy brawl. This is a variant cover that is foil. Beautiful foil cover. Looks like Superman's having a tough time, whoever he's up against. This one is the one that's supposed to show you the roster, I guess, of the heroes that you're going to get to see. Heroes and villains, I think, battling. I don't know if this is all of them or not, but maybe. There's this one. Superman has these strange things on his hands. So apparently some of them get different powers than they normally have, and that's the powers they can use, and that's all they can use. Apparently, they don't normally have these powers, and they don't get to use, I guess, the powers that they normally have. So it's a more even matchup. Look at this one. Now that's who you expect to see up against each other, but I don't know who the team ups are. I haven't read this yet, and I don't know who it's going to be. And also, you have a chance to get foil versions and rare foil versions in a blind bag. These blind bags are going to be up in front. I don't have a lot of them because a lot of people didn't pre-order this one. So, guys, when you don't pre-order it, we don't have a lot to offer. So I'm going to have to limit everybody to what today? I'm going to have to limit you to one per person today while supplies last. That's how few we have left of these. Some people did pre-order it, and some people ordered multiples. But how many to have for the stand is always tough, especially when it's a $10 book. But I was very happy. I think they're battling to see who gets to fight Darkseid. Yeah, at the very end, that sounds right. And then does it Darkseid? He's the one from the other universe. I'm a little confused because we seem to have multiple Darkseids going on from the Absolute Universe and this universe, and one of them has been the guy who's influenced that Absolute Universe because of his battle with the powers that be, including the Spectre. Anyway. They have a few of these. So if you're after one of them, these have wonderful foil versions of a lot of the regular covers. So if you like the regular covers, there's foil versions, and there's a chance to get rare ones in there. And there's an acetate cover too. If you like those gimmicks, but they're fun. I like them. All right, there's DC. What do we have left? We have Marvel. And Marvel's got some fun stuff. Hitting the stands here. Give me 1 second, guys. My stack has slid. These foils and plastic bags really make the stack slippery. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right there. Be right back, gentlemen. Hold on, and ladies. Right back. Stack will not stay. All right. Sorry about that. Let's see. Marvel. Marvel has the new Punisher launch. Gotta love that. And we have Return to Planet Hulk, #1. Spider-Man 94 is up to issue #2. Spider-Man and Wolverine. I don't know if you know that some of the Muppets have been getting featured on the covers, and I like this one. That's the chef. He's got his spatulas there. He's saying, "Come on, I got my spatulas. Bring it on." Spoof to a homage there to Wolverine, of course. This is Strange Tales #1. Yes, we've heard that before, Strange Tales. So this is another series launching with that title, Strange Tales. Looks like featuring Scarlet Witch. Long shots, not long shot, but long shots, plural. It's part of the Age of Revelation storyline, obviously. And that's the first of that. We'll see more. Han Solo, Hunt for the Falcon, issue #2. Fantastic Four, issue #10. This is a facsimile edition. Everything as it originally was. And here's a foil version of that. World of Revelation, hitting the stands today, issue #1. Lots of different covers there. That Hulkling. Whoa, that's wild. What's going on there? And Amazing Spider-Man Torn series. Has a bunch of covers. Marvel's pulling out no stops this month for some reason. Torn. And get yourself that cover too. And this cover. It's a nice foil cover all the way around. Torn. Issue #1. Miss Piggy. I like that cover. That's a great cover. And a blank one you can do yourself. See here, what else we got? We have Ultimate Black Panther, #21. Amazing X-Men. They're running out of adjectives. We'll use the fundamental X-Men. Go back to the original team. Avengers 31. Look at that. It's the Muppets. It's the band. Look at it. It's the band. How cool is that? And look at that wonderful Scarlet Witch cover. Yeah. Binary gets her own title here. With a new #1. Look at all the covers they did for Binary. Interesting. And Eddie Brock is Carnage #9. Perfect for Halloween, you know. The jack-o'-lantern, zombie. How cool. Imperial War, Imperial Guardians. Super Scroll. Laura Kinney is Sabretooth. That's what it says here. Laura Kinney, Sabretooth. I know some Laura Kinney fans who are just going to love this. The World to Come. We're talking #3 hitting the stands. And let's see here. Marvel, Black, White, and Blood and Guts. Well, that's a great introduction to Halloween. If I don't know what it is. If that's not, I don't know what it is. There it is. What great stuff. Look at this. And that's it. That's all of them. And you know, those Batman vehicles are here, guys. If you're interested in those Batman vehicles, I highly recommend you come and have a look at them. We've got some really great, fun stuff. So definitely do that. And Mr. Happy would like to chime in and say that the secret word for today is vehicle. It's not for the whole week. And if you know the secret word vehicle, it'll get you 15% off any single item in the store. Some restrictions apply. Please inquire. If you're a Discount Club member or subscriber, it gets you an extra 5%, 20% off. And that's good until next week when I give you a new one. So thank you, Mr. Happy. Vehicle was a great choice for the Batman Bat vehicles for this week. All right, everybody, you have a great week. We thank you so much. Hope to see you all soon. Don't forget to mark your calendars for Halloween Comic Fest. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you.